My mother says this world either burns people out or drives them mad. She says, "Glory, don't you dare let yourself be poisoned by them. Don't allow them to pull you apart. The world despises an inner flame that glows bright, and it will huff and puff and snuff it out quicker than a lit match dropped in dry brush." She has a way with words, a gift for making poetry that makes sense, not just pretty but right and true and real. I'm lucky to have her, even if she doesn't make things easy for me. She works me so hard sometimes, so hard I feel like collapsing into the dirt and letting the ants carry me away. Let them take me to their anthills where they can feast on my tired muscles. I imagine I wouldn't make a very good meal, all sinew and bone and bad attitude, as my mother likes to point out. My saving grace, my sweetener, is the dream I hold in my heart. The sugary reward to my sour candy, the dessert to my bitter dish. I don't tell my dream to anyone because then it wouldn't come true. Today is laundry day. On laundry day I gather up all the baskets in the house and take them out to the barn. I run them through the water and beat them senseless until the water turns dark with our dirt. Then I hang them from the rafters to dry, lined up like spent cicada shells, the row of wrinkled ghosts dripping in the way. My mother is inside sleeping with the curtains drawn, so I have plenty of time to let them dry on their own and tend to the animals. We have one horse that used to be two, a boy and a girl, until they laid down to sleep too close one night. I don't think it hurt them, but they were terribly scared at first. Confused. It's not easy to think in pairs, to feel more than one's own feelings. Lord knows the goats learned that lesson. I don't go out at night for fear of running into what the goats became. I call the horse Schisandra, after the vines that like to grow on other plants. Every August I grow new Schisandra by cutting the half-matured shoots and planting them in fresh soil mixed with compost and azalite. I don't think it hurts them, but they make a terrible sound. The chicken coop is the coldest place on the farm if you catch it at the wrong time of the day. The birds don't scratch in the dirt there anymore. They hang in the air like unspoken words, seaweed tickling a swimmer's back, a shiver like ice, cobwebs on a night walk, dancing in the edges of vision. I used to think chickens were dumb, innocent animals, but the way they act toward outsiders has let me see them in new light. They are angry, misshapen things that would peck our eyes out in our sleep if given the chance, stuff feathers down our throats and pack our ears with enough seed to collapse the drums. When the laundry is dry I fold it neatly and pile it back into the baskets to bring inside. The clothes are warm to the touch like the devil's been breathing on them, even though I'm pretty sure I know who was doing it. He's been sneaking around of late, tiptoeing through his old seeding grounds, watching me feed the animals and soak in the tin tub. If I ever see him with my own eyes I'll beat his teeth and tie him up and leave him for the goats to find in the night. Maybe with a bit of meat in its bellies it won't chase me so much. After the clothes are put away I go to my mother's bedroom to check on her and see if she needs anything. The air is heavy with the smell of the freesia and lily spread around the room, hyacinth on the floor and across the dresser, gardenia piled on top of the bureau and jasmine stuffed in mother's ribcage. She isn't easy to live with, but she's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, each day her smile growing whiter as her lips recede, the tide going out in an endless night of Cicada Song. Her bones have grown like branches of oak to envelop the bedroom. I have to step over her fingers to water her and ask her if she has a headache. One day her blossoming skeleton will reach through the entire house, embracing each room with her warmth and telling me what needs to be done.